This is on a topic also what I was talking about, psychopathy, psychopaths. The test I was talking about. Not only is it a bad thing to determine morals that way, they use a video game. So I don't care what you tell a person. You got to pretend like it's real life. Still, subconsciously, the mind is not going to react as extreme because it's a fucking video game. It's stick figures, for God's sakes. It's so ridiculous. If you see the test, type in psychopaths good or evil. It shows a series of tests that prove if you're a psychopath or not. Absolutely, the most ridiculous one is the one in the beginning. It's unbelievable. It consists of an upstairs and a downstairs, a digital upstairs and a downstairs. It looks like an art show. And there's like 4 or 5 stick figures on the top floor. On the bottom floor, there is one person and then an elevator. A guy walks in, and he's like a different color than the other stick figures. He's red, they're blue. He walks in, he goes to the elevator. Can I go to the first floor, please? Or the second floor, please? And he goes up, and he holds a gun out and starts shooting. People start screaming. Now it's up to you. Do you A, do nothing, leave him up there? B, send him down to the first floor because there's only one person there, and that's a lesser tragedy than if you were to just keep him on the 5th floor where he'll kill 5 people. Now, how is that supposed to determine whether you're psychotic or not? Because you still are psychopathic or not? Because you still have to make a choice. The one choice, you're still killing either choice you choose, you're killing someone. So it don't matter. I don't think that's a really good choice. Maybe is someone that, if they were to do that test on me, I wouldn't react that, because I'd be laughing. I'd be like, it's a fucking video game. It's not real life. It'd be different if someone's being shot in front of me. There was another test that consisted of brain scans, tested the frontal lobe and the side cortex of killers, and they didn't have any activity in their frontal lobes or their side cortex. And that is pretty strange because both those areas of the brain control your animal drives, empathy, rage, empathy, sadness, all your feelings, your general feelings that come with a human, they don't have because those parts of the brains are not active. It's very primal. But what's strange is they have, just like viruses, they have mutated. They found ways to cope with society. See, I think it's insanity that found unique ways to stay undetected and not be classified as insane, because these are people who are everyday people. They live next door. They're not bathing in their own fecal matter. They're not screaming obscenities at the ceiling. But they can put on a mask and act like everyone else because they study people. They see how people react. They see why people cry. They don't understand it, but they know the triggers that make people cry. They just can't feel it, but they can manipulate it. It's like actors. They're actors. In their personal life, when they're alone, they're monsters. They're constant pornography watchers. They're chronic masturbators. They're drug users. They're rapists. They're killers. They're manipulators. They're con men. They're pedophiles. They're sadists. They're sadomasochists. They're serial killers. That's what it comes down to, man. Not all psychopaths kill, but all psychopaths are dangerous. And I actually feel the ones that do emotional, financial, and self-esteem damage are the most dangerous ones. Even the malevolent ones, at least they put you out of your misery. You're suffering with them the rest of the life. The rapists, the mind fuckers, I call them. They're the worst ones. The professional psychopaths, they're the worst ones. The sociopaths, and then you got your malevolent psychopathic killer. Craziness. This is another edition of Body Talk, but not about body, more about the mind. A little fucked up humor. And a little interesting, too. Rep me, I rep you. I'm interested in your comments, good or bad, whatever. Deuces.